Good morning and thank you for joining us for Unscripted on 13 Plus. I'm Carson Courier. You're taking a live look outside on your Wednesday. We do want to begin though with a live look to the Vatican this morning as we have an update regarding Pope Francis's condition. We are told the 88-year-old slept peacefully, woke up and had breakfast this morning. The Pope is fighting pneumonia in both lungs, complicated by asthmatic bronchitis. Doctors say while he is receiving treatment, his condition continues to present a complex picture. We will make sure to stay on top of any new information and bring it to you both on air and online. And we do want to go ahead and bring in 13 First Alert meteorologist Dave Spar with us here on 13 Plus. Dave, Good morning.
Well, good morning, Carlson. They have a Mediterranean climate there, not quite us for us.
No.
We have the divisions going on here. It starts off real cold and it warms up very nicely in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And we talked all this morning about how chilly it was and everything. We're forgetting we're sailing so far above our averages anyway.
Oh my
so
goodness,
it's been,
yes, absolutely.
This has been like a real big treat here and all. So those warm temperatures will continue by contrast over the next few days. We go to the rodeo because that's the big deal going on tomorrow morning. We keep saying dress in layers because it's going to be a little chilly in the morning for some, but 57 we'll go ahead and call it for about 9 a.m. through 11 a.m. And not bad for those winds. That was the second part of the program. We were worried about some of those winds.
Yeah.
Not as much of an issue. So the breakdown for us tomorrow will be like this or thus. 76 at about 1. 2 o'clock, 78 if you want to go by the gift shop and all. 79 at 3 o'clock, and 4, we're about 79 as well. So high temperatures will get at around 80 or so for highs, and definitely the sunscreen because lots of sunshine to dish out. Unlike today, we're going to see probably some afternoon high cloudiness too. Back to those temperatures right now. You just remember this, Carson,
Yeah.
just from what we had. It was 30s just a couple of hours ago, up to 56 Portal, Bowie at 51, 53 going on for Tucson. That's dry air, Carson, because
Absolutely.
dry air tends to move a lot very quickly like that, and it is delivering. Let's give you the contrast here. Still a little chilly than where we were from yesterday by some half a dozen degrees or better. And that's just recovery phase. It's going to be a little cooler in Cochise County today than we saw from yesterday. Now, going forward, what's this monster up in the Pacific Northwest? Oh, not really. It's just another trough, bringing in some rain and all. And sometimes these things have to tap into some moisture, and we get some cloud cover, or we'll get some rain. But a given is going to be you're going to get some winds. Now, the winds, again, tomorrow look okay. We'll get a breeze in the afternoon, a pop, particularly in Cochise County, but nothing too severe. And it really doesn't look like it's a fire threat either. So that's definitely a plus in the game plan as well. Let's look at this pattern from another perspective there. These little wrinkles you see or troughs and all that kind of business, and that tends to drive our winds. But upstream, when that's all passed, is the red, and this is high pressure, the big mountain of air sitting on top of us, falling air, and that's touchstone hallmarks, if you will, to see warm or hot temperatures too. So we've been talking about being above average, and oh yes, we will be. Looks like up in Toronto, Canada, they're getting a nice big, deep trough with all that too. Temperatures for highs today. We mentioned again, Cochise County was off to a cold start this morning as we had readings in some cases that were sub-freezing. At least they kind of flirted with it ever so briefly. How we're going to do today? Only lower 70s for highs. Tucson, maybe about 78. But still, remember, these are well above those averages. Green Valley coming in about 76. Again, Tucson coming in at 78. So let's get that all-important 78 forecast up for you. 78 again for Saturday, the last passage of our frontal system. New numbers in at 86 Monday, maybe about 88 on Tuesday, but still right on the posted note, maybe reaching about 90 or so. I think the record to beat on that day would be 91 to meet or beat. So we're getting in striking range. We're getting close, but we may fall shy of that, so no complaints.
No complaints at all. I love this weather. It's just when you think about the averages, it is very hot.
It's elevated, so you kind of forget about it because it's been going on for a little while. So it's like, oh wait, we're above the averages. Oh, it's so cold this morning. Yeah, well, and it's still winter.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's right. So it's not quite like us up there in Toronto, Canada, where it's really chilly. It's a little bit more mild. So
okay, thank you, Dave.
You betcha.
We appreciate it. Now, really quick, before we kind of move on into our rodeo coverage, I do want to pop up on screen really quick. So we are tracking some late breaking news this morning. We're still working to get a lot of details, but what we do know is we have a 13 News crew on scene at the Marina Airport. Our crew was told by an officer on scene that there's some sort of crash happening there. We are not sure right now what exactly that means, if it's an aircraft, if it was a vehicle, if it's anything like that. All we know at this point is that there was a crash at the Marina Airport. So As I mentioned, our 13 News crew is on scene. We are working to get more information confirmed so we can be the first to alert you. This is a great opportunity. If you see this right here, scan this QR code. So this is a QR code to our 13 News mobile app. Here we can send you late breaking news, push alerts regarding anything that's happening locally or nationally, especially with this possible incident that's happening, this crash that's happening at the Marana Airport. So again, if you do not have our 13 News mobile app, I would recommend scanning this QR code, downloading it. You can customize your alerts. You get notifications on top stories, live coverage of breaking news, or you can just go to your app store, search KOLD, and that way you can download our app as well. We'll keep watching this for you. Of course, we will be the first to alert you as soon as we get more information about that crash at the Marana Airport. But I do want to go ahead and bring in 13 News reporter Andres Rendon on our Wednesday. So, Andres, I did want to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the Tucson Rodeo Parade that's happening tomorrow, the Big 100.
Big stuff.
So you were out there all morning at the rodeo grounds as they're making those last-minute finishing touches on all of those wagons. What was it like out there?
It was really nice to see. You know, I was there last year, kind of looking at some of the wagons, what they were doing. This year, it seems a lot more sparkle, I have to say. That's one of the things I remember most. I mean, it is the Big 100 after all, so we got to go big or go home, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of things happening right there. I know I actually met with one woman who was, I believe, working on the Vantage West wagon right there.
Okay.
You know, the things that they really do, she was kind of like even decking out the wheels, wrapping ribbon around the wheels, putting up all the banners, because you got to represent your organization, right? So that's what she was doing, but really all across the board, over 90 wagons is what we're expecting.
Okay.
And those are just the wagons, because remember, we got the organizations, we got some bands walking as well. I know TPD was there with their horses last year. I would hope that they make a comeback this year. And also do just other fun stuff. So that's what we got on the wagon side of things as well.
Okay.
What was, I don't know if you were there last year, right?
I was there last year. I've been there, I think, the last 3 years.
Last 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your, maybe, like, the favorite wagon that you saw?
Ooh, favorite wagon. That one's hard. I thought you were going to say my favorite thing. I love the galloping horses. And you were with some horses
I was
morning,
with some horses, yes.
as they were getting all pampered and bathed and ready for the big parade tomorrow.
Well, I think it was still pretty early in the morning, because I was there. They smelled nasty. They were covered in mud and crust. It was pre-bath. It was, you didn't want to be there and smelling it. But they were starting to wash some of the horses yesterday. I did speak with one woman. She came all the way from Kansas. Guys, that's how big the Tucson Rodeo is all across the country.
Absolutely.
It's the it's the longest non-motorized parade in the country. And for 100 years, like I said, you got to go big or go home.
Exactly.
So she came from Kansas around 2 nights ago, made the trek all the way from there here to Tucson yesterday, when we were out there kind of speaking with folks. That's when she was washing the horses, getting them all pampered up and everything. Something new I learned, they use bluing shampoo.
Bluing shampoo.
Bluing shampoo.
Is it like purple shampoo?
It's kind of like purple shampoo. So, like, for example, like blonde hair, like when you want to like cancel out all like the yellow orange undertones.
Especially the fake blondes like myself, we enjoy some purple shampoo.
Well, we love you.
Oh,
we love you in the hair.
Thank you.
But it cancels out, you know, that orange, yellow undertone. It really gets that white hair nice and bright. So something I learned, you know, purple shampoo is also for the horses as well.
I love that.
But I really do hope, though, that they clean up those horses, because as much as I love animals, they were crusty. Crusty's an understatement, Carson. They were crusty.
Oh.
But, you know, we do it because we love rodeo.
We do.
We do. And speaking of rodeo, it's going to be tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
I know. Tucson Rodeo Parade tomorrow, 9 o'clock. We will be streaming it here on 13 News, on 13 Plus, on our Facebook, on our YouTube. We've got Dan Maris, Brooke Wagner, Aaron Christensen's all going to be out there for the parade. And then Tyler Butler and myself, we're going to be out there
I'm also going to be out there as well.
Yes, you are.
At noon. Tune in.
Are you going to be out there tomorrow morning as well?
Tomorrow morning, yes. So I'm going to kind of go over some of the logistics and stuff that you guys need to know.
The route, the parking.
The route, parking, closures, what time you need to be there if you do want to see it in person up there on the grandstands, because it's a big event. So you got to plan everything out accordingly.
And people try to get there very early, I believe, around 8 a.m. so they can set out their chairs.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're out as early as I am. I'm going to be out there starting at like 4:45.
You know what? Have you been out there that early before? Because it is crazy. And then they have their meeting where everyone from the Tucson Rodeo Foundation and all the volunteers, they all meet inside the barn. They all have their coffee. They talk about logistics. And then everyone gets the wagons and the horses ready to line up.
Yeah, I mean, something interesting, though, that they did say, I believe it was Diane Culin. She is one of the women that I spoke with this morning. She said that it is going to be a lot of moving parts, right? But their biggest concern for both the participants in the parade, for everyone walking, the ones in the wagons, but also, too, for the viewers, it's going to be safety. Because at the number one day, we want to have fun, but we want to be safe. So there's going to be, you know, quite a bit of security there, but, you know, all for the good stuff. And, you know, just to make sure everyone's having a good time.
It's so exciting.
Exactly. And while you guys are on it, we're broadcasting to the entire state, right?
Yes,
it's not just Southern Arizona.
Yes, we are.
This is a big thing. That's why KOLD is the best. I mean, look at us.
I mean, say it again.
We're the best.
It's true.
We're the best, guys. But yeah, we're going to have fun tomorrow.
It's going to be really fun. I've got my cowgirl hat ready. It's all decked out. It has a big American flag on it. I might be doing some America. I might be doing something on I don't want to give it away.
I don't think
But
you should.
I was told I cannot wear a skirt. So, stay tuned.
Something active, something fun.
Active.
We're not going to give it away.
No.
But like, you know, like
it might be well, it's going to be great TV either way, but I was going to say it might be hilarious. It might be really impressive. I don't know.
Great TV.
Great TV.
That's all we know.
So you got to stay tuned. But yeah, anything else, Andres?
Anything else? Say hi to us. If we're there and we see us, we'll say hi to you. We'll say hi to us.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds
all
like
right.
a plan.
Happy rodeo.
Awesome. Happy rodeo.
Heck
Thank
yeah.
you, Andres.
Thank you, Carson Courier.
Now, I do want to go ahead again and talk about that late breaking news right before Andres came in. We do have a 13 News crew at the Marana Airport. I just actually had one of our managers come up and tell me that we have had it confirmed that one person is dead.
Renee Romo is out there with Kylie Jacobs, and Renee said she spoke to a member of Marana Police. They're working to put more information together. One person is confirmed deceased.
Okay. Thank you, Robbie.
More to come at
More
noon.
to come. Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up this full screen again. So this QR code, if you're interested with any of our coverage, especially with this late breaking news and ahead of the Tucson Rodeo, make sure to download our 13 News mobile app. That way you can get customized alerts, whether it's for live, local, late breaking news, or if it's for tomorrow, for instance. As we mentioned, we're going to be streaming that rodeo parade right here on 13 Plus, on Facebook, on YouTube. So make sure to stay tuned. But again, we will have the latest details on that crash at Marana Airport at noon. So make sure to tune in there, and we will make sure to update our web stories online on KOLD.com. So again, we are working to get more information confirmed there. Thank you so much for joining us on your Wednesday morning. We will be right back here tomorrow starting at 9 for that rodeo parade coverage. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.